What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Redriveraviation. Hope you're having a fantastic day today, and today we're going to be concluding the DFW Airline Collectibles Show from 2023. I really hope each and every one of you are excited for today's video, and without any further delay, let's go ahead and get started. We had 9 really quality videos to take a look at here in today's video, and I'm excited to break down each and every one of them, and I really hope all of you are as well. Overall, this was a super fun trip with some really awesome firsts and just memories in general, and I think we did a really good job getting to show off all that content in this video series. So I really hope that all of you enjoyed this, and without any further delay, let's just go ahead and take a look at all these videos. So again, we have 9 of them today, so certainly a really healthy balance, and I'm excited to bring them all to you as we speak. So without any further delay, let's go ahead and get started. We started off this trip as it was a weekend trip with an American Airlines Boeing 737-800 in main cabin extra or economy plus from Tulsa to Dallas for our 50th trip report here on the channel. Overall, it was a really good flight, really enjoyed it. It was short, but it was nice to get to cover that much ground in that amount of time. I think we did a really good job. 8F is a really cool seat, and again, I would recommend checking out all of these if you haven't got a chance to. There's certainly some that are really great, and I think they all turned out really good, to be honest. So again, feel free to pick and choose, or just take a look at all of them here in chronological order as I have them organized here in the playlist, which the link is in the description if you'd like to check that out. But nevertheless, I thought it was a super great flight, really enjoyed it, and American did a really good job once again. So certainly really awesome to see that right there. One of our longest offerings in this trip was the plane spotting at Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport. However, this did encompass 3 separate sessions, so certainly a bunch of planes that we saw in that video. Feel free to break it up and separate your watching throughout that, since there was so much to it. But I thought it was a really fun plane spotting video. We saw many heavies, several special liveries, got some different vantage points through DFW, and overall I thought that it was certainly really cool to get more distinctive plane spotting at DFW, as to that point I hadn't had as much. So really great to learn through that whole process there, and we certainly absolutely hit it up and got a bunch done there. So that was really exciting, and I look forward to sharing more DFW plane spotting content here in the future. So of course, as always, stay on the lookout for it. From there, we went to the C.R. Smith Museum for the very first time and checked out what they have there for American Airlines, including the Doubles DC-3 for flagship Knoxville, I believe. They have a full MD-80 cockpit in there, which was super cool, and various models on the ceiling and so much more. So again, feel free to check out that one. It was a super fun video to make. There was a bunch of really cool exhibits in there. Again, the MD-80 cockpit was wonderful. The DC-3 is in really good shape. The planes on the ceiling are super cool. I would have been happy to take those home. Gift shop's also cool, among other really cool exhibits in that museum. So yeah, a little bit smaller, but definitely plenty going on there. It was a nice balance for what we were doing here in this trip, so I really enjoyed it, and I thought that turned out really well. So absolutely enjoyed it, had a great time, and that certainly turned out very well right there, I would say, to say the least. It was a bunch of fun, and definitely can't recommend it enough south of DFW, so definitely check that one out. From there, we went plane spotting at Dallas Love Field for the very first time, which was super exciting. We had specials, plenty of biz jets, and so much more. Got to our healthy amount of Southwest. Tough to go back to DFW when there's so much tough to go back to Love Field when there's so much at DFW. So that may be the only plane spotting session there for quite some time. So I'd recommend checking it out if you're interested in what to expect there. Of course, mainly Southwest, but there really are some good surprises with the Delta, Alaska, and BizJet operations. So definitely worth checking out if you're interested. It was a fun video to make. Southwest has a really cool operation there, and overall I very much enjoyed that video as well. So definitely check that one out if you didn't get a chance to see it yet among the other ones. From there, we had the full DFW Airline Collectibles Show from 2023. I'm sorry that the first portion of that video got a little messed up, but once it gets grooving, it's in good shape. Really had a fun time making that. There was a bunch of great items in there, both model airplane related and obviously all the airline collectible items in that particular video. Certainly a bunch going on there, and a really good way to finally highlight our first one-day collectible show here on the channel. I look forward to doing many more here in the future, so of course stay on the lookout for those, as they'll be coming in the near future. But absolutely had a great time at this particular day. Super fun. There was so much going on, and the next one is coming up very shortly as of the time of uploading this video, April 20th, 2024, so make plans if you want to. But yeah, certainly so much going on at the DFW Airline Collectibles Show, a very healthy size for the show, and overall, like I said, I had a great time. I really enjoyed it, and it was a bunch of fun to say the least. So definitely check out that video if you want a taste of what one-day airline collectible shows can look like, and there'll be many more coming soon. So of course, that was the main umbrella of this trip. Glad to structured around that. It was a absolute blast. blast and had a great time at my first one-day collectibles show, and again, many more coming soon, so stay on the lookout for those guys. Our next video was epic plane spotting at Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport in sunny conditions. We saw a bunch of really cool planes, some more special liveries like Yam Dreaming, and of course some really cool heavies like the Atlas Air 747, among others. We got some really good pictures on this day, captured some really cool moments, so really cool to get some really quality North Flow spotting. There are good spots for it, and you can get some really cool wide-body takeoff shots as you see right there. So definitely a bunch of value going on here at Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport. I'm looking really forward to next time and getting to check it out and all the various plane spotting that we'll do there in the future. So definitely stay on the lookout for it. This channel will have no shortage of DFW plane spotting in the future, so get ready for it as it's coming up soon, but we will take a little break from it coming up. I'm trying to think we did the airliners content already, so I can't think of the next time that we'll be seeing this content, but it's definitely coming soon for DFW here in the future, so of course stay on the lookout for it. Then we went to the Frontiers Museum of Flight for the first time. That was super fun. Really cool museum, very thorough, very in-depth. So many exhibits, Southwest 737s, plenty of military aircraft like the Blue Angel and other really unique ones among the models that they had in there, which were really cool. Different sections and different scales. It was really sweet. It's a really large museum. It's really tough to do justice talking about it, with how much there is in there. I don't want to do any disrespect to how much there is in there. There's so many exhibits that are worth highlighting. That's why the video is 48 minutes. So I can't recommend checking it out. We start out with the Southwest 737s and some of the Southwest exhibits. They have a full Southwest exhibit of models in there. And then on the other side of the museum, in the other hangar, they have all those military planes you see on the left side of the thumbnail, the Blue Angels in there, some other really cool models and some exhibits. They have a full Braniff section there on the second level and a full Dallas Love Field section over there on the other side on the second level. So it is very thorough. It's very in-depth. If you want to go on a field trip, that is the video to check out. It is super fun. I had a bunch of fun making it. So absolutely check it out if you're interested. That was so much fun to film and make. Had a really great time. And then we had the American Airlines Company store. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to make a video this soon or not, but I was able to visit again recently, and I thought it fit in well into the picture here. So that's what you see right here with the American Airlines Company store with the new Gemini jets and Skymarks that they're carrying, which are pretty solid for the most part. So that was really awesome. Plenty of American Airlines shirts and other memorabilia and so much more. Honestly, really great value for some of the items in there. It depends on what you're looking for, but it's definitely worth checking out near Gate C2 if you're at DFW with layover and some extra time. I think they're open from I think it's 9 to 6 p.m. most days, so absolutely check it out if you get a chance. It's a super cool store with plenty of airline items, not just American, pretty much any item that you want, they have it. So it doesn't matter if it's a model airplane, bag tag, or equivalent. They absolutely will be facilitating it here, so absolutely check it out if you do get the chance. And I was super happy to get to make that video so all of you could see what that's all about. So also it's designated as a model aircraft store because I thought the models is where it fit best. However, just consider it like model aircraft and aviation stores series. I just don't have enough room in the title, so that's why I just titled it model aircraft stores. So anyway, definitely check it out if you are interested. And last but certainly not least, we have first class on American's E175. This was super cool. It was certainly, in this particular case, it was definitely worth the mile redemption, but it depends on what kind of ticket you're getting for sure. So definitely really cool to get to see this particular case work out. I certainly had a great time. It was really, really fun. So absolutely awesome to get on the ERJ-175 here. It was a blast and really awesome seat, really great service. It was super good. So overall, I had a great time and looking very forward to what's to come here in the near future. So overall, it was really solid, and I think that we did really well there. So definitely a really great value in that particular case, and overall, it's looking really awesome. So definitely can't recommend it enough if it works out. In this particular case, TSA kind of got me, so it did work out. But again, feel free to check that out if you are interested, as I thought it turned out really well. So overall, a bunch of really great movements here for the DFW Airline Collectibles Show. I had a great time. I really enjoyed it, and I hope each and every one of you did as well. It was an absolute blast and so much going on here, to say the least. So we certainly had a great time, and I'm looking very forward to our next trip, which will be taking us to the Midwest region, or kind of the Eastern Midwest, whatever you want to call it. There's certainly various ways to phrase it, but we're going to be going over to the Indiana, Ohio, Kentucky areas. We have a bunch of really fun content there. We'll be doing some really cool flights there and back, but we also will be checking out more museums, more model stores, more plane spotting. So it's a really loaded trip. All the videos have already been made, and it's a really fun time. There's going to be some really interesting parts throughout it, some pretty normal parts, and some pretty jam-packed flights, especially on coming back, which you'll see in the future. But obviously we still have plenty of really good, just normal content that's really fluid. So I'm really looking forward to sharing that all with you, and I really hope all of you are as well. But again, feel free to check out the DFW Airline Collectibles Show content. Also, just a really quick little update on what to expect for this real life content going forward. So what I'm going to try to do is try to get all the weekend trips done within a month. So if there's like 10 videos, which the next one is pretty similar to this, you'll see that all within a month. I'll try to do 3 a week or so, 2 to 3 a week. And then you'll also see for the day trips coming up, those will all be pretty much in one video at this point, depending on what it is. So for example, the Southwest ones, those will definitely all be in one video. I might do a separate plane spotting video, but it'll be really simple. So don't expect conclusions for those. Those will just be one video since we have so much in the backlog. But pretty much we have this trip, then we have the Indianapolis, Dayton, Cincinnati trip, and then from there we're going to be going on that extravagant Pacific Northwest trip that might take a couple months to complete, but there's so much from that. Model stores, company stores, like there's going to have to be several individual trip reports because we had Alaska first class, we had 4 prop aircraft, so we're talking probably at least a month worth there, and there's so much great material. We do have United coming back, so that'll expedite a little bit, and another couple Southwest flights. So it'll be balanced out, but I would expect my current goal is to take the Indianapolis content all throughout April, hopefully get that done early May, and then hopefully have the Pacific Northwest concluded by the end of June, and then that will we'll try to get it through as much of the fall content as we can, as on the most efficient way that we can. Actually, let me look real quick to see so I can give you a little better of an idea. But my current goal is to get by the end of June, July 2024, to get all of the Pacific Northwest content complete. That is my current goal, and I think it's pretty obtainable because it will move fast, but there's a bunch of really good content throughout there. And then from there, looking at it, we have a couple of flights to Oshkosh. I probably will make a few individual videos for that, since there's some the CRJ200s I think would be cool to highlight, and so on. So we have that coming up, and then we also have a family trip in there on Allegiant, so that'll be one quick video. So I look forward to making a video there. And then we'll have, let me see here, over on the California Zephyr, we have some cool videos. We'll be taking a look at JetBlue for the first time, and some United flights as well on the 757-300. So some of those will be individual, but then after that, it's going to be, we'll move through it pretty quick since there's several day trips through here, predominantly on Southwest, but there'll be some individual ones. So we're just going to really just kind of ramp through it. We might be going faster than what I think, but again, let's just start by getting these next 2 trips done, and then we'll talk about it a little bit more when the time is right. So I hope you all are excited for it. We're going to start really moving through it fast, and I hope everybody's looking forward to it. A bunch of great content. I'm really going to try to expedite so we can not make any of it irrelevant since it happened already a little while ago. So I really hope all of you are looking forward to the next trip. Definitely take a look at this content if you didn't get a chance to. It's really good, and I'm looking very forward to sharing it all with you. So with all that being said, everybody, that'll do it for today's video. Thank you all so much for watching. I want to thank each and every one of you for watching. My name is Redriveraviation. Take it easy, everybody. Stay safe. Trust the process. Do you love and love you do. My name is Redriveraviation. I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all soon as Redriveraviation is signing off.